We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Aaron Sanchez will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty. He got the ball club to win in his last outing, but he did only throw 6 innings. They'll take it, but they'd like to see him go a little deeper.
Kevin Kiermaier will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
7 straight games with a base hit now, and that's a solid week or so of swinging the bat with some authority.
Matt Duffy will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know, Summersgill has a bit of a reputation for having a fat strike zone, but I don't think that really applies to all corners. Also, I've been told that he's pretty consistent with what he does and doesn't call.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's running towards second, grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
I think you're going to have to try to get on the board early and then don't let your foot off the gas. You've got to keep pressure on this club to not let them back in a ball game.
Brad Miller comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Here's the 1-1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
It's a good at-bat so far. A walk would give your cleanup guy a chance to bat here in the first with a couple of men on.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
This is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored 1 run, to get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit and not make them feel like they've got to press up there.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And he's probably a little bit upset with himself for giving up that early run, but he really reached back for something extra right there.
Ripped down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Colby Rasmus will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble. But I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Pierce ranging forward. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rays will set. Matt Andriese gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a 4th or 5th starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
2 pitches right on the outside corner. If he's going to keep looking at him, they might as well just stay out there. Why not?
Swinging a little blooper to center. Kiermaier comes on now, and he has it 1 down. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Well, definitely be aggressive at the plate. You've got to come through with clutch 2-out hits, and don't leave runners in scoring position. That's the key.
Troy Tulowitzki is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, we talk about the top catchers in the game. You talk about Molina, Posey, but Wilson Ramos, he does a lot of things really well. Very quick feet behind that plate, allows for him to get into a good throwing position, kind of stymie that running game. We'll see how he does in this one.
And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Skied into straightaway right. Souza is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. Evan Longoria will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and one.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
And treading carefully with Longoria here. It's 3-1 now.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
This is flared right back over the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 8, the right fielder number 20.
Steven Souza will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And they start him out away with a called strike.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And that's through for a hit.
Batting 9th,
Nick Franklin will stand in now. 0 for 4.